Good morning. I'm back with Sharon Crumpton, who is a doctor of audiology at the Medical Towers next to Magee General Hospital. And we've been discussing different types of hearing aids. I think you saw some of them earlier. But one of the things that we talked about, she and I had talked about, and I thought was so interesting, that there are optional accessories that are available now, and one of them is the Bluetooth. And I wanted her to tell you about the Bluetooth, because I couldn't figure out why in the world you would need a Bluetooth if you had a hearing aid.
Well, there's actually lots of things that you can do with Bluetooth connectivity with your hearing aids. First of all, there are Bluetooth devices that fit on the ear, but what those do, those just amplify pretty much everything the same. Say if you had a high frequency hearing loss, you wouldn't want low frequencies amplify the same as high frequencies. So what the Bluetooth devices do that work with the hearing aids, they put your prescription actually through that Bluetooth signal. So there's lots of different indications for why you would use Bluetooth with your hearing aids. One would be in the car. Now, in a car, there's lots of road noise. One of the interesting things that the Bluetooth device for the hearing aids does, it actually blocks out that noise and puts that signal right in your ears. And I've had a lot of people tell me, or a lot of patients tell me, it sounds like the person that's talking to them is in the middle of their head. It's kind of freaky, but then again, it gives you that clear, full signal. Another thing, if you are an MP3, if you have an MP3 player and you are a music lover, it puts, again, your prescription right there through that Bluetooth signal. So you get a clearer signal that is specific to your hearing loss. There's also another device for the television. Now, one of the things people with hearing loss really complain about, and really one of the first signs of hearing loss, is trouble with the television.
Louder,
having a loud television, and even with the television being loud enough, still not understanding. Well, what this does, the Bluetooth device that works with the hearing aids, it will work up to 100 feet away from away from the television, and it puts the signal right at your ears, or right at ear level. So it doesn't have to travel across the room. Doesn't have to try to differentiate between your spouse that's talking to you and things like that. You can actually hear that TV signal right there at your ears with your prescription for your hearing loss in it. It's pretty neat. I actually have a patient who has the Bluetooth and the TV device, and whenever he uses the Bluetooth in his car for the phone, but when he drives up under his garage, he actually knows what his wife's watching on TV because he can hear it through his hearing aid. So our Bluetooth devices, they fit up to 6 different Bluetooth devices that you can actually listen to the hearing aid. So if you have your wife or your husband's cell phone, your cell phone, MP3 player, the TV device, whatever else, Bluetooth capability. Yes, anything Bluetooth capability, you can connect to it, up to 6 different devices.
But this is an accessory. It is in addition to your regular hearing aid,
well,
right? Or can that be your hearing aid?
Well, it is an accessory. Now, on our our entry level and our basic hearing aid, they require a separate purchase. But for our advanced and our top of the line hearing aid, you can actually pick to get some Bluetooth devices for free with those.
Oh, okay.
They actually run a special with Unitron, which is the manufacturer I use. They're called perks, and you can actually pick some of these perks, and one of them is the Bluetooth device, and one of them is the television device. So if you get one of the more advanced hearing aids, it actually comes with it, but it is optional on all the hearing aids that I sell.
So if I had a hearing aid now and wanted to look into the Bluetooth, I could see you, although you did not sell me my original one or something, or have you got to go back to who did it in the beginning?
It really depends, honestly, on the company. Some companies, they do have Bluetooth devices available, and we can always look into that and see about getting you set up with that. Now, there are some hearing aids, some older models, that they don't have Bluetooth capability.
That's what I would think.
Now, there are other devices, say if you have a telecoil. If you have a hearing aid and it's even 5 years old and you have a telecoil, which a telecoil is something you use with a landline phone. There are special Bluetooth devices that work with your telecoil. The signal is not going to be as clear as with the newer hearing aids and the Bluetooth, but there are certain things out there to help you. So, and TV ears, you may have heard of TV ears where people wear headphones. If you have a telecoil in your hearing aids, but you don't have Bluetooth, we can get you one of those TV ears devices that you wear around your neck instead of muffs over your ears, and it works through the telecoil. So even if you have an existing set of hearing aids, there are some options there. So you're not necessarily stuck, with the old technology. If you're not really ready to buy a new hearing aid, there may be some optional accessories, but I'd have to look at the hearing aid you have to be, for certain.
I think that is fascinating because I think sometimes we get what we've gotten, our hearing aid or whatever, and we don't even look to what technology has brought. So I hope if you have a parent that's dealing with this, that loves to watch TV, and you go in the house and you can't hear when you get in there and you have to about knock them in the head to get in, you ought to take them to, get them through this clinic. Talk to them. I think that's great.
That's right.
I think these accessories are a wonderful idea.
And one thing too, I want to say, they're very easy to use. A lot of people think, oh, Bluetooth, that sounds hard. But actually, I set up everything, or your audiologist sets up everything in the office, and there's very minimal maintenance that you have to do on the Bluetooth accessories at home.
If this is something you'd be interested in, give them a call. Talk to Dr. Crumpton next to the Magee General Hospital at the Medical Towers and get some more information on it.